Good morning, Illini. Welcome back to another Healthy Illini podcast. I'm Matt Schrock, your host as always. Today we have something a little bit different. We're going to have a little bit of a conversation to start, but then we have some actually interactive exercises at the end of this podcast. So I hope you stick around and check it out because it's going to be a lot of fun. Today I'm excited to have two guests from our DIA program here at UIUC. We're joined by Dani Davis. She is a grad student and also a softball player here for the Illini. She plays outfielder. She has her bachelor's in kinesiology and is working on her master's in food science and human nutrition. Dani, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
We're also joined by a member of our track team here, and that is Noor Abdellatif. She is a pole vaulter for the Illini and a senior. She's getting her bachelor's in kinesiology with a minor in recreation, sports, and tourism. Noor, thanks for joining us.
Pleasure to be here.
All right, so like I said, we're going to alter our format a little bit. So in a few minutes, we're going to have you do some guided relaxation type things and for listeners to partake in. But before we do that, I wanted to talk to you just to kind of get an idea of your own experience and let you share a little bit about who you are. So you're both student athletes. And every college student is confronted with stress and being busy. But I know from experience in talking to people and having friends who are in athletic programs that athlete schedules tend to be a little bit more rigid. You don't quite have the free time to decide what you're going to do. A lot of it is laid out for you. So I want to start right there. You're both athletes, but you're in different fields. And so as a pole vaulter, as a softball player, if you could just give us a real quick rundown of what your typical daily schedule looks like. You don't have to be real detailed, but just kind of an idea of what your daily schedule looks like during a semester.
For me, we start off early in the morning, 7:15. We have a lift or conditioning. Then we go straight into practice till about 12. Then grab something to eat, shower, head to class for the rest of the day. And after that, the day's mine. And I'm able to go do whatever I'd like to do or have meetings, homework, things like that.
Does that change on a game day? If you're traveling, that's totally different. You're going to another Big Ten school. But if you're here home, does that schedule change for a game day for you?
Just a little bit. So we'll normally wake up, either go to the clubhouse, have breakfast, have a little practice, BP, and then get the game going. Normally, if class is conflicting, normally the game will be there for the game, and then take on whoever's on the other side of the field. Yeah.
Noor, what about you? What does your day kind of look like?
I would definitely say mine is a little different. I wake up, I have early morning classes, and my practice is during like the middle of the day, so it's like 11 till 3-ish. So I don't have classes during that time, and then after practice, I go to more classes, and then come back, do some homework, dinner, and pretty much by then it's like end of the day, so it's a repeat all week, I would say.
And what about you on a meet day? If we're hosting here and you're not having to travel, how does that affect your schedule?
Sometimes, usually our meets start at 9 a.m., so pretty much we get out of class for that. So it's basically a focus on our competition for that day. But if you don't compete on like a specific day, which is a Friday, we sometimes have meets on Saturdays. But if you don't compete on Friday, you're still required to go to class and get all your stuff done, prepare for the meet tomorrow.
So you both have the typical schedule of a college student in that you have your classes, you have your exams, homework, your study, all that stuff that every student has to deal with. But you do have to fit yours around another schedule that is set for you and have to find the time to get everything else taken care of in that. And when you have a schedule like that, when you're an athlete, a student athlete, whether it's high school, college, or whatever, you always go into it with a plan that this is how my day is going to look, and I have 30 minutes to do this, and I have an hour to do this. And if everything runs according to that plan, that's fantastic. But so rarely does that ever happen in our lives. We all set great plans, and then they all fall apart by the second item at least. So things start to overlap and run together. They take more time than you think they should. And you end up putting yourself into that overdrive mode where you're trying to catch up, trying to get back on track of where you're going. And it can be hard to calm yourself in those moments because the stress sets in, the anxiety stress sets in, just trying to juggle everything is a mental tax on you. And so in your time here, because you both have been students here for a while now, in your time here at UAUC, are there any go-to methods that you personally have that you use to help yourself relax and calm down after a hectic day or when things aren't quite going the way that you expected them to?
For me, I really love to listen to music. Music is something you can put into like any part of your day, whether like you're on your way to your next thing. That's how I kind of center myself. Like choose a nice song, maybe a little R&B, slow it down, just really like slow my heartbeat down, and like get into the music rather than like what's going on around me. That's one of my favorite ways to really calm myself down, leave some stress, set myself up better for the next activity or class or thing that I'm going to.
For me, I would say try and avoid anything that is causing me stress, like whether that's school or track. Finish my day off, I would usually like try to find something fun to do with like my friends or teammates and stuff, maybe go on a walk, watch TV, do something just like not putting my mind to what's already causing me stress, which really helps me personally because I don't like to think about the things that are stressing me out because it obviously stresses me out more. So just, relaxing and doing something calming is really helpful for me.
One of the things I'm hearing from both of you is that you are intentional in how you address that. It's not just, I hope I feel better. It's, I know this is something that works for me. Dani, it's music for you, so you're intentional in what songs you pick. You don't just randomly open up a Spotify or iTunes and just hit a random song because who knows what's going to pop up there, but you're intentional in what you're listening to and how it affects you. And Noor, the same thing with you, that you're intentionally setting time that's aside from all the things that are stressing you. And I think that's really an important key because it really, you have to be intentional in taking care of yourself, mind, body, and spirit, and all of that. One thing I wanted to ask you though about trying to calm yourself and relax yourself, is there a difference in how you approach that and what you choose when you're coming down off a high or trying to come out of a stressful situation? Because as athletes especially, you've both had moments where I'm sure were stressful and were hard and you had to come up from that, but there are also times I'm sure you were riding that high where you got home and you're like, I'm not going to sleep for 3 days because I'm just good. But you have to find that way to kind of come down and address what's coming next. Is there a difference in the way you approach those two kinds of ideas?
Like if you're on a high, I definitely try to like go back to something that humbles me. Normally that's like a conversation with my parents. They're quick to humble me and be like, all right, that was good. Here's like a little 48-hour rule. Dani, you need to get back on the horse and get back to it. So they center me in that way. So finding people that comfort me. But if I'm, not having a great day and I just was over, that's where I kind of go back to music that like hypes me up or back to my faith and things that center me, that drive me and propel me. But that could also be my parents as well. But it's really what you're looking for and what can like really get your engine going or slow it down at the same time.
For me, I would say if I'm having a really good day, I like to use that as like motivation more than like, oh my God, that's amazing. Like I'm good. I don't have to like work hard anymore or anything like that. But I use it as motivation. I'm like, okay, so now I've got this down. How can I make it better and what can I do to like keep this going? But if I'm having a bad day, if I'm stressed or anything, I like to think about what like I could do to fix that. And obviously those rewarding days do help that. And so I like to think about like what I could do to achieve those things that I'm striving for.
Keeping things in perspective is just a huge part of it, whether it's high or low, that, the lows are not forever. The highs are, you want to enjoy them, but there's more to do. And keeping that perspective and being kind to yourself is a lot of that in there, that you're making sure that you're setting yourself up to have those highs and lows and be okay and kind of keep your balance in that. But they both come, whether you're an athlete or not. You're going to have days that are great and you're going to have days that aren't so great, and you never really know when one's going to hit and when the other one's going to come, but you just having that intentionality on how you deal with it is a huge part of it. So that's going to bring us to what we want to do next. To close out this episode, we're actually going to do a little bit of interactive or listener involvement in this. We talk a lot about relaxation and exercises and things you can do and tips like that. But we're actually going to have 2 exercises that you can do as you're listening. So I encourage you, as Dani and Noor are going to guide you through this, that you listen to what they say and you follow along and participate, because really the whole point of this is to help give a tool and give an example of how a listener could have something on and use that for their relaxation. So Dani's going to take us through a couple tips, but also give us some instruction on deep breathing, and then immediately it'll go over to Noor, who is going to read a guided imagery. And again, I really encourage you to participate in this and see how it feels. So Dani, it's all yours.
All right. Preparation for relaxation is an easy yet crucial task. It is important because it enables the exercise to be done effectively, in other words, with maximum benefit. There are many techniques available for coping with stress, so experiment with a variety of techniques to find what works best for you. Each method varies in amount of time necessary to master the technique. Here are some tips to help you be successful with any type of relaxation exercise. So find a quiet environment, eliminate distractions, assume a comfortable position, work at your relaxation technique routinely. So let's begin our relaxation exercises with deep breathing, which is the foundation for all relaxation exercises you may choose to engage in. When we are stressed, we often take short, shallow breaths where our shoulders rise and fall. This does not allow us to cleanse our body. In fact, the reaction contributes to our tense body. Taking slow, deep breaths is important in regulating our body's response to stress. It helps increase circulation, loosen muscles, and cleanse the body. Allow yourself to find a rhythm of breath that is comfortable for you as you practice this exercise. Assume a comfortable, relaxing position. Unfold your arms and legs. Place your hand on your stomach and practice moving your abdominal muscles against your hands. As you inhale, you want your hands to rise, and when you exhale, you want them to fall. When you are ready, allow yourself to close your eyes and begin breathing in deeply through your nose. Then exhale through your mouth. When you inhale, allow your stomach to rise so the diaphragmatic area expands. As you exhale, allow your stomach to fall, pushing out all your tension. Continue breathing in deeply through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Breathe slowly, deeply, and evenly. Notice how you feel and enjoy the experience. Now, for the next several breaths, focus only on the exhalation phase of your breathing cycle. Notice the warmth of the air as it leaves your mouth and relax as you exhale. Say to yourself, "My body is calm and relaxed."
Keep breathing, focusing on how your body feels at this moment. Feel the pace of your heart and lungs becoming slower. With each breath, feel yourself breathing in relaxation and breathing out tension and tiredness. Feel your body sinking more and more into deep relaxation as we guide you into our next exercise. It is a bright summer day. It is late in the day. You decide to go for a walk along the beach. The sun is radiating warmth and comfort as it shines boldly. The sky is crystal clear without a cloud in sight. The grains of sand beneath your feet shine from the sunlight and warm the soles of your feet. The sound of the waves beating against the shore echoes in the air. You feel the warm, light breeze brush against your face as you walk onward. Far off in the distance, you can hear the cries of seagulls. You watch them glide through the sky, swoop down into the sea, and then fly off once again. As you walk, Further along shore, you decide to rest. You sit down on a mound of pure white sand and gaze out at the sea, staring intently at the rhythmic, methodical motion of the waves rolling into shore. Each wave breaks against the coast, rising slowly upward along the beach, leaving an area of white foam. Slowly the wave retreats back out to the sea, only to be replaced by another wave that crashes against the shore, working its way up the beach, then slowly retreating back out to sea. With each motion of the wave, as it glides in and then out, you find yourself feeling more and more relaxed, more and more calm and serene. Now, as you stare off into the distance, you see that the sun is beginning to sink into the horizon. The sun is sinking down, and you feel more and more relaxed as you see its movement going down, down. The sky is turning brilliant colors of red, orange, yellow, green, blue, as the sun sets, sinking down, down into the horizon. You feel relaxed and soothed. You watch the sun as it descends. The beating of the waves, the smell and taste of the sea, the salt, the cries of the gulls, the warmth against your body. All of these sights, sounds, and smells leave you very soothed, very calm, and relaxed. For a moment, let yourself drift. For a moment, be aware of how deeply relaxed your mind and body feel right now. Remind yourself that you can create these feelings on your own during daily exercises. During any day, you may scan your body, discover any tension you are holding, and then inhale relaxation and exhale the tension and tightness. Your breathing is a powerful tool and very important in any relaxation technique you incorporate into your stress management regimen. Remember to take deep, slow breaths. Deep breathing is an excellent relaxation technique even when it's used on its own. It can be used as a short, quick technique as you're walking to class, or it can be used for an extended period of time. Guided imagery also allows to help clear your mind from daily worries and focus on a relaxing place or theme. One thing to keep in mind is that it is okay to alter an image that may not be suitable to you. If you are listening to an online relaxation exercise and other images come to mind, go with them. That is okay. To experience more relaxation techniques, check out McKinley's website under stress management for our online relaxation exercises.
That was really good, you guys. I really appreciate you being willing to do this. And really what you showed is just how easy these exercises can be. And even just sitting here listening to you as we were taking this time to record in the middle of my day, I'm feeling that relaxation come in. So you both did really, really well. And for anybody listening, we're coming into the time of finals. We're coming into really the most stressful part of any semester is towards the end, and you're feeling the grind of everything and anticipating that holiday break already and feeling that you're ready to have that time off. But as that stress comes and as the study sessions come and projects come due and those sorts of things, it's always good to have something intentional. And Dani, you talked about music, and Noor, you talked about spending time with friends, but also having an exercise of relaxation or breathing can be a huge thing, especially as you're going to an exam. Pop in a breathing exercise as you're walking there and try and manage that stress as you're going in, and it just makes a huge difference into how you perform and things like that. I really appreciate you both being here today. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed it.
I really did enjoy it. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
Like I said, we're coming up on the end of the semester here, and stress levels will increase. And some of that is because of semester stuff. Some of it's just because in Illinois, it's starting to get dark at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it seems. It seems like it's really dark early, and that can add to your stress. That can add to your anxiety, and that can make it tough to relax. And so using intentional methods like relaxation exercises, like breathing techniques, things like that can make a huge difference. So if you want to check out more of that, go to our website at McKinley, go under stress management and check out the exercises we have there. If you want to talk to somebody, contact us here at McKinley, contact the counseling center, and we'll be happy to put you in contact with somebody who can help you manage your stress. We have the stress management peers here at McKinley. We have health educators. So there's a lot of people here on campus that want to help you out. And so if you have any questions, if you have any comments, you want to follow up, you want to let us know how it went, please contact us and let us know. We'd be happy to talk to you about whatever's going on. But thank you for joining us today. You're on a personal journey no matter where you are in it. You are important and you matter. Your health and wellness are important and matter, and we're here to keep you well to excel. So go have a great week, Illini. Let us know how you're doing, and we'll catch you next time on Healthy Illini.